Hello! This is it. If there is one episode that comes out after this, it's because I didn't do my job, or we had a super cool epilogue for you to watch. You're here watching Whispers of Old Harbor. I'm Jaden, I'm here with Joe, I'm here with Taylor, I'm here with Ross, and I'm here with Quentin. But of course, you know them by their interesting, exciting 1920s names. We're going to get right to it. Listen to us on YouTube Music. Head us on roll2on.com. Oh, it's so good. Very exciting.
Dang it.
We are interesting.
During the festivities, the group encountered previously deceased people and learned that Thaddeus, Time, had tried to manipulate reality, time, and space while you slept, all in an attempt to make you ignore him. Because ignoring time is how it catches up to you. Sammy then spotted a massive flying pyramid in the sky. And then they confronted Thaddeus. An intense battle erupted. The three powers shifted between them, including Thaddeus, and they discovered the enormous pyramid served as a control center for determining reality, space, and time. In a critical moment, when reality itself tore apart, Thaddeus plummeted into the void. Now, the group must decide how to handle the growing terror as it continues to pull everything inward. Boom. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
We need to seal it, yeah?
Yeah, we did.
We didn't. We need to.
What? I took reality, you took space.
I know.
Yes.
We need to seal it. I'm going to...
Oh, I see.
I tried to. Do I just get that it doesn't work because I only can use one?
Well, I mean, so how is it that you're going to...
I'm just going to try to
this?
close it.
I'm going to try to close it. Okay. You push. And the tear moves
Oh.
a little bit. Like, that's all that's happening.
Can I imagine, like, it just, like, covering up the tear, like, closes?
You're going to close it? Okay. You see as you're unable to move it. You're not able to get it to close. You're only able to hold the edges in space. Sort of. You're only, not in space, but you're only able to hold the edges.
To not
He's going to
make it
have to
bigger.
close them, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So it's like
That-
you're the grip and he's the effort.
Okay.
And then, so are you two on the ground and we can see it, or are you guys up
He's
above?
I'm on the
still up.
pyramid.
Yeah, okay.
Who had time?
I have time.
You have time.
I have time. So yeah, I guess I guess
There's a lot of juggling.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I guess I will try and enforce my will upon the time. Like, try and make it go faster for it, so that what their actions are being done to it very quickly. Like 5 seconds of work for them.
I see. You're trying to
Yeah.
make sure that yes, I get it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
slowing down the object,
Right.
but allowing their interaction to be at normal speed.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I see
yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening. When
Yeah.
you're in control of time, it makes sense.
Yes.
Go ahead and all three of you need to roll your perspective dice.
And let's see, plus chart. Let's see.
As they're rolling this, Charlie, with the information, would like to roll. I'd like to roll investigation and see if Charlie can get a better comprehension of
investigation
the
is-
pyramid's role in this tear in space and reality.
Investigating mystery.
I got an 8.
Okay, go ahead and roll to investigate mystery.
I rolled a 12.
11.
11. So that's two.
I'm
hard,
the sharpest.
2 hard passes, and then 1 potential mishap. All right, so as reality is gripped, is held, space moves to close the tear. The tear closes, but your grip on the ribbons, on the curtains around the window to space is potentially not sealed.
I'm changing it from investigate a mystery because I realize that's not. I looked at the questions and that's not going to help me any. I'm going to tune in to the
Oh,
pyramid.
I see. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So I get the 3.
And of course, nobody gets sucked in because time was changed as well. Just wanted to
So,
say that. Nobody else gets sucked in. Thaddeus disappears. Very pointless entity now in this universe. Maybe he freezes.
How can I? Oh, where is the creature known? What is the pyramid's plan right now?
Oh, you're tuning into the pyramid.
Yes.
I see. You tune into the pyramid, and it feels like 1,000 voices, a million screams, and yet also You pick up some drool that was dripping on the side of your mouth. What was the question?
What is its plan right now?
What is its plan right now? Well, as with anything, as with any parent or any, I guess any person who's kind of managerial position, well, they're just inspecting, trying to get it all in, take in all the pieces so that they can make a better judgment.
Okay. How can I attract its attention?
How can you attract its attention? How can you attract its attention? Well, I mean, you already have its attention.
Okay.
Can I read a bad situation?
I have two questions. I'm not sure which one I want to use.
I mean, you can, yeah.
One could definitely, one could just in general melt my brain. The other one, oh, yeah, sure. Where is this creature? Is it truly there? Or is it somewhere we're not observing? Is the pyramid actually the creature? Basically. Where is the creature?
Camera pans hard in through your eye, into outer space itself, distance, edges of the universe, black beyond the stars. You touch the edge, and it touches you back. And then we come back to your eye, and back to you.
Okay.
I got an 8.
I'm gonna.
An 8.
What do we do?
I don't know. Right. So we did. Is the rip still there, and we're just actively?
It is closed but not sealed.
Okay.
What's the biggest threat?
The pyramid descends,
Oh.
pokes the world, and you feel sort of a out from its point. It's a feeling that is magical in nature, and anybody who was not aware of such things would not feel it. It's like a blow on the back of your neck that just feels like an itch, but you know better. What is the biggest threat? Whatever may emerge from this pyramid.
How do we get it to go away?
I don't know. Do we need to? Do we need to combine all three?
And just make it go away?
I don't know.
Well, if its purpose is to give it to people.
Do we even want people to have it?
No,
Not really.
I don't think so.
Then why would we give it to them?
Maybe
We don't.
Maybe they'll take it and just go away, leave us alone.
What do we do? I have one.
I have
I
one.
have one.
Do we give them all to one person?
This is something even beyond my comprehension. This is something that is going to...
Do you think, can we get rid of this with all three?
If this thing has the power to give them out, it would be a stretch.
Does it just want them back?
I don't know. Maybe if you have all three, we might be able to communicate with them and see if they want it back, or I don't know.
Is it, if it's a risk, I'll put myself on the line.
I will too.
Me too.
What is aspiration? What does it mean to want something for someone else or for yourself? It's always determined, confined by understanding. I want to be a firefighter, a young boy may say. But do they know what a lawyer is or what a doctor does? No. They just know what they see. They know that it's super cool when a man wears a uniform and helps people. So, when that boy grows up to understand his role, he understands maybe it's better to be the president. That way I can help the most people. But then his position high above, the issues that he begins to solve. A lowly fire is no longer something he cares about. He cares only for the larger, bigger picture. But that little boy sees a fire and wants to do his part. As you hold the powers, the longer that power lingers in your hands, the farther away the fire becomes. Quentin's with me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The more power you have, the less everyday problems matter to you.
Because you're now seeing the bigger picture. Solve world hunger. Solve world problems.
World peace. Don't have another.
Harry.
With Harry having time, he can conceive of possibilities of war. With his experience with the Great War, he knows that given enough time, another war is going to come.
Harry, this is too big for me.
I think it's too big for all of us.
You feel, as you say, it's too big for me, holding space. Nothing is too big.
Are they taking over?
I'm gonna give space to the pyramid.
You walk up to the pyramid and touch at its angle like the bean of Chicago. Sort of looks back at you. And touch it. And you give it space. And suddenly, this pyramid is massive. It almost seems to lean on you. A skyscraper in a changing world.
I'll look to Catherine.
The music? The
No, the.
might be my breathing.
No, it's in the music.
Okay.
I'll look to Catherine and I'll
Music.
gesture for her to go first to the pyramid and be like, Do we give this up? See what happens?
Well, then what do we have left?
I don't think there's any way for us to know. This is beyond our limited.
We now have
Okay.
the same amount of control we had when we started.
Space, the entity. No. Painter. No. A man is kneeling, head bowed, sort of in meditation over in the distance. The man that once held the power you just gave away.
So, Harry will go over to the painter, kind of lean down, like, what will happen if the pyramid takes all three powers back? How did you get this power?
He looks up at you. And just throws up 3 black pearls.
Delightful. and then he's just kind of recovering from that. He doesn't say anything else. He just...
And he looks down at the pearls on the ground.
I walk up to Catherine and Harry, and I just go, I tapped into that thing. This is something from beyond anything. Think of the furthest point you can possibly think of, and it's beyond that. Darkness and light don't touch it. It is existent and non-existent at the same time. This thing here is going to sink it faster than the Titanic.
Yeah, because the Titanic has sunk by now.
Yes, it has,
Yeah.
1912.
Yeah. Okay, I was sorry. I was thinking
Yep.
like, wait.
Let him have his awesome moment.
If it's able to distribute these powers, it's got power even greater. And just these shells, and he points down at the painter, are vessels for it. Barely vessels for it, as you saw from the way it just corrupt them into dogfights against each other. I don't know what's going to come of it.
How many pearls do we have?
I think all four of us have
All
three.
four of us
Yeah,
have
I think I was the only one that didn't have 3. I think I had 2. All 3 of them had 3. And
Okay.
now we have...
Enough.
We
Yeah.
have 14.
Yep.
Now.
There's a reason you didn't vaporize when you touch stuff.
Oh, so it's a good thing you gave it up first.
I was almost in. I wrote down in my thing, if you touch it, you die.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
So,
Well, then I'm glad I went to go talk with the painter.
I just wanted you to know that.
so if this thing is potentially here to reset or take back what it brought here, I feel like it's safer to give it back than make it force its way to take it back.
Bless you.
That makes sense to me.
All right.
Yeah, this is beyond what we can understand. So Harry will take. Well, he'll grab all 3 of those pearls, so he now has 5. I don't think the amount matters. And
And a tentacle comes out of his mouth.
You start to walk,
Yeah.
and you watch as the grass around you dies. Every step.
okay. And then he's like, Catherine, will you join me? Give it at the same time.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Harry will go up to a different side of the pyramid.
You like the opposites.
Yeah. And
Is it a quadrilateral pyramid or a triangle pyramid?
he said it was a pyramid like the Egyptian.
The Egyptians, so
Yeah.
it's
So, yeah, so on just a different side than what Sammy put it. Harry will put his palm against it.
I do the same.
You put your palm against it, giving it its essence, its power back. What do you do?
I'm going to summon Father from the dead.
Okay, a ghost. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sure.
I
He's
was-
tried that before. Go ahead.
I was gonna say once it, well, while he's doing that, once it leaves me, Harry's just gonna take a step back and look up and see what effect that had on the pyramid.
Well, the pyramid's the same.
11. So I'm also advanced, which means I get the effect in full plus an added benefit.
Okay, so you attempt to summon the father. You try to feel for his ghost. And you feel memory instead.
And with that, for my added benefit, could it inadvertently create shadows of all the people that had memory of interacting with these things in the past? Past fighters in this war between time, space, and reality.
So all of the hunters.
Yes.
For however.
Yeah, you feel pretty much every person that's interacted with this entity's products.
Mm-hmm.
And like an army of shadows, they appear behind and near you all.
Because I see how the painter is kneeling, so there's some reverence to this great power, and so I'm thinking anybody else who has interacted with it, knowing it, will share in that reverence and potentially give it. In my mind, knowing that it's something from far beyond, it might give it the respect that it might potentially expect from ants.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I mean, it's more of a, like, the memory in this context is more of like you kind of hold in your hand an understanding of all these human interactions put together that sort of equates to, it's very complicated, but basically it equates to a, like you said, an ant having witnessed something beyond itself.
Mm-hmm. These are the figures of the past that have seen this kind of thing before.
It's just millions.
Wow, that's a lot of people. So now what? It has all of its. It has all three.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. We
Yeah,
just
it
gave it to him.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
he gave all the powers. I will do something for you.
Mhm.
Maybe we linger here for hours. Maybe we linger here for days. But it stays. And you all feel as if you could go on with your lives.
Okay.
You've succeeded. Maybe you wait till noon, right when you expect things to have begun.
Right.
Maybe just, for hilarity's sake, Sammy just cuts the ribbon. Woo!
Oh yeah.
That's 1,000% something I would do.
You did it.
Yeah.
It's open.
It's open. Promenade is here, and this massive pyramid is there.
Well,
Uh,
now what? I mean,
I'm gonna go.
Now, what indeed?
I want to go to the watch house.
Watch house.
the lighthouse.
Yeah. Oh, I meant the place in the reserve, but the lighthouse is better.
Okay.
Okay.
Charlie, in the hours, I suppose, even though he knows the scale of this thing, is going to be like, if anything tries to leave it, it's not going to leave it for very far, and he's going to try and... Actually, no, he's going to try and keep things away from it. He's going to set up barriers to keep people away from the pyramid, so humans cannot get near it.
You try to affect it with magic, and you fail every attempt. There's a moment, though, Sammy's questioning maybe why is it that he did feel like that initial house was a good idea. Well, it's a good vantage point of the whole place. Is it the lighthouse that's important? Is it the whole vantage point? Is it the perspective? Or what? We'll say you walk around town together and you see as there's really no one here, wherever they went. You don't know. You go into buildings, everything is unlocked, cars have stopped.
So we don't see anyone. It's just us four.
Just you four.
Plus the painter.
Plus, well, the painter is kneeling there, trying to move him. And your hand goes through him.
Interesting. And then are all of your ghosts still around?
Yeah, they walk through them like shadows. You just step beyond them.
We're gonna go to the reserve.
He goes to the reserve. He was walking.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with Sammy.
I'll follow.
Follow Sammy? Yep.
I want to.
Do you voice that you're going to the reserve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we think this is more than just here? I'm gonna go to the reserve and I'm gonna look at where the promenade is from.
Yeah, from up there. And then you see beyond, it's the lighthouse. And then you see that the pyramid, almost the way that it's sitting, as you sort of walk away, the pyramid, well, it's touching the floor, but perspective-wise, doesn't change much. You walk back to the top, looking over the hillside, and from your perspective, it looks as if the lighthouse is giving off the pyramid as a light beam from above it.
Okay.
I want to close my eyes.
Okay.
And if this is done, then when I open my eyes, it might still be there, but it's always been there. We just can't see it. So I open my eyes, I expect it to be gone.
Well, you open your eyes and it's still there.
Maybe we need to go to the lighthouse.
Turn the light on.
Or off.
Yeah. Because it looks like it's projecting to the lighthouse. To the pyramid.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll follow you.
I guess we'll say that, and then I'll be like, yeah, let's try it. So Harry will lead the way up to the top of the lighthouse where the light is. And he'll just kind of look at everyone. It's like, any objections?
No.
All right. Harry will go over to the switch and we'll flip it to turn off the light in the lighthouse.
It's gone.
Okay.
Do you see people anywhere? Cars moving?
I mean, that's kind of far away. I'm not sure.
You look out. Your eyes adjust to having the light off. Look out there. And yeah, you see headlights. Moving.
Okay. All right. Well, should we go back there, see if the painter's still there?
Should we turn it back on?
No. Just in case it brings it back.
Well, we can always turn the light back off. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
Is there a phone in this lighthouse, like at the bottom?
Is there a phone? I mean, yeah, sure.
I want to call Lilith.
Okay. You call where you assume she is.
You're at home.
Ring, ring, ring.
You get a pickup on the other end. And you get a, hey boss, Lilith's in the shower, what's up?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
We're just chilling, like he told us to.
Anything weird happened the last couple days?
No, what you mean? Where are you?
Where do you think I am?
Well, we're on 4th Street in New York.
Yeah, that's where I figured you were.
Okay.
What do you think I'm at?
Well, you said you had a meeting over on Main.
How long ago?
What do you mean, how long ago? You just left. How'd it go?
Went pretty well.
Stopwatch.
I got to run a couple errands before I'm back. Might be gone a couple days.
Couple days. Lilith's gonna be pissed.
I know. Tell her that we'll make some plans when I get back to make up for it.
I mean, sure, but I guess in a couple days we're gonna miss we have a meeting with St. Clair down in Delaware.
When is that? Next week?
What? What are you talking about? It's Friday.
I look. Go ahead. I'm not hearing the conversation.
What day is today?
It's Saturday at noon. What's wrong with you?
What day of the month?
Saturday?
Dude.
mean
the October?
I don't know. I'm not good at math. What is 20?
What's
20
the calendar say on the wall in front of your face?
The meeting says 26.
And so it
Or
says.
not 26, whatever it is.
23rd.
That's the word.
22nd is
The
what
meeting
it
says
would've been
22.
Friday. Yeah.
And that's this coming Friday?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Thursday the 22nd.
No, Friday is 22nd.
Yeah.
Thursday 21st.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
today,
got off.
Because Saturday
today,
is the 23rd.
yeah, today's October 23rd. Or well, let me phrase
And
that.
so we got-
when we started this episode.
So it's the 15th? What day is today?
Saturday,
Saturday,
noon.
the
Today is the 16th.
16th?
Yes.
All right.
Are you good?
I think so. I must have had a bad drink.
Okay.
Bad batch. I'll go check it out when I get back.
The 16th or the 15th? We started on the 15th.
That's fine.
Timey-wimey.
It is
Before that.
Saturday the 16th.
It is Saturday leading up to the first party at Waterford Manor.
Okay, so the Saturday leading up, that would be the 16th, 27th, the 11th of October.
Oh, well. That's what I figured we were getting there.
The context,
yeah, yeah.
I
27,
did not
sorry.
write the date in my notes. I
Yeah.
just have that it is that day.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
9th
No.
of
No.
October.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that was the day. That was all I was pushing
Yeah,
for.
9th of
And now that
October.
I get that's where we are.
All right.
It is the 9th
So-
of October.
So what they say? It sounds like it was kind of a confusing conversation.
What's your watch say?
I pull out my watch and look at the date in
It
the.
corroborates his deductions.
It says it is October 9th.
Wait, what happened to the past week? Why did we go back? I guess we're.
Do we have
Yeah.
to do it again?
I don't think so.
Technically, we're not here yet. If it is
Yeah.
a.
You're just like standing all of you on like a lighthouse
Right.
railing.
I think that we won't have to do it again now that whoever they were have those powers back. That's. Yeah.
Should we go check on your estate?
I was thinking we should go find Thaddeus. We're back in time.
Okay. Go to one of
See
the
if the
three
lantern
lanterns.
even exists.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll follow you.
All right. Which one do we want to go to? The one downtown?
Go to the one with the real Thaddeus.
Okay.
The most
So-
recent
The one on the
so,
north side
yeah.
by the gas station.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys all get back in Catherine's car and drive in that direction. You guys all get there, pull up to the station. You see the graffiti still on the wall, maybe a couple kids. And they kind of, they scram. And then you guys head up to the door.
Whose was that?
Not mine.
Is that yours, Catherine?
Which one do you have?
Mine was by the water.
Mine was a actual brick bookshop with.
I'm pretty sure it's yours.
That's mine? I don't think it was.
I think that it's his.
I had the oldest Thaddeus.
Which is
Yeah,
the Thaddeus.
that's the
Oh,
one.
Yeah,
I didn't think
okay.
mine looked like a gas station. Okay.
I just remembered, maybe I described it poorly or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
This is the one.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, mine. So I walk up to the door and I say, in every reflection, a secret lies.
And you say that as you look at this sort of glass reflection at yourself. And you push. It's not that. It's a store. You look over at the counter. It's identical to the way that you remember. But there's not an old man. There's a young man in a cap and says, "Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't hear you come. Do you need any gas?" We can send out the team.
Not at this time, thanks.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let us know if you need anything.
Will do. And go back outside. So, Thaddeus is gone.
Okay.
Should we look at like the Van Pelt's house and the manor and the fishery, and just see what's?
We'll do a drive-by
Yeah. Yeah.
montage.
Yeah.
You guys drive by. You guys drove by the manor on your way from the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll just say as you passed it, it looked nice. Looked really not
Did it still have the second story, or was it one story?
one
back?
story.
Okay.
One story. You drive by. You continue to go. You maybe pass the fishery. The thing that your grandfather left you, that your grandmother is, if she's alive, still holding. It's there. See workers working it. You continue to move through the city. Maybe you pass by the police station. You go over and you see a young maid cleaning the front window. Maybe you get out for a second, step in, and you walk over, and the old lettering, the previous detective, is still on the wall. And she says, "Hey, can I help you?"
I'm gonna be starting to work here in a few days. I'm just coming to check it out.
Are you? They said you'd be coming. Is your name Henderson?
Yep. I'm Harry Henderson. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, we don't have your office ready.
That is perfectly fine. I'm just trying to I got in a few days early, trying to familiarize myself with the town, and don't worry, I'll get out of your hair. Just wanted to see where I'd be working.
No, Mr. Strongwell will be back on Monday.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I might stop in then, but I'll be reporting for duty next Friday.
Okay. Have a good one.
Yeah, Harry will walk out. It's like it's like everything that happened the past week for us never happened. No painter, no deaths, no burning of mansions.
Does that mean we move on?
I mean,
What about who's?
As we're driving through town, the pyramid, Charlie keeps an eye on the pyramid in the center of town the whole time, watching as it...
It's not there.
No, he said it was there. Oh, no, it's not now.
When you
I've
turned
just
it
shut off
off, it
the
was
lighthouse. Okay.
You basically
Missed
turned
that.
off the light, right?
Yeah, I missed that part.
You're good.
yeah.
I almost did.
I
I blinked and I didn't miss it.
What about your grandmother and grandfather?
You guys drive to the Elwood Estate.
My grandfather would have been dead or still.
Well,
He died
potentially.
years ago.
I mean, but if they
Potentially.
never existed,
Oh, that's not your car. Sorry, it's somebody else's car. I
Yeah.
just realized.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Drive to Elwood.
You drive to the
Just
Elwood
don't-
Estate. It looks nice.
Do I see anybody inside? Lights on or anything?
It's noon, so reflections are hard.
I mean, you can just go in.
Charlie's
Yeah.
a journalist. He's not afraid. And he's like, how about I go up? Because you seeing your grandmother a couple days early is going to be a little bit off compared to me doing a piece on the fishery or something. So
Yeah.
Charlie goes up and knocks on the door.
You are greeted by a butler. Can I help you?
Yes. I'm a new reporter for the newspaper downtown, and I heard there were some troubles going on with the fishery, and so I wanted to come up and interview the owners and get their perspective on things.
Yes. Mr. Elwood is not here right now at the moment. Can I leave a message?
Yes. Inform them that Charlie at the Gazette will be coming by in about... My next availability won't be until next week, so sometime next week to come and get an interview with them about what's been going on with their fishery.
Sure. Is there something we need to be made aware of?
Oh, just there was some hearsay about some fishermen not necessarily coming back on time and stuff. You know, just simple gossip going around. Nothing founded. Just wanting to clear the air about that kind of thing.
All right. I'll let Edward know.
All right. Thank you very much. And I pass him $2.
Thank you.
Get back to the car and I go, well, your grandfather is still alive because they referred me to him instead of Ruth.
He died years ago, though.
But if they never existed,
If
then he didn't have to fight them. And if they were the reason he died,
then
do you remember anything that maybe you don't remember? Have you grown up with a grandfather and he didn't die and that reality is true and you just have to tap into that memory?
I don't know.
Charlie. Sammy is always claimed to be dumb.
Oh, yeah, no, Charlie is over here dumbfounded by that kind of insight that he has.
But a pyramid has 4 sides. Space, time, and reality. But reality is 2 things. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yes.
By whose metric?
The knowledge of how reality functions.
But what if it's entanglement and principle and space and time?
Entanglement and what?
Principle,
Principle.
like
Okay.
rules,
Yeah.
meaning how you perceive it
Versus the set rules
versus
of
the set
how
rule.
it... Okay. Congratulations, guys. Jaden has finally confused my brain on this whole thing.
I'll ask. I'll ask you.
I know what. So this is obviously out of character.
Yes.
What I think he's saying is that we need to go turn on the lighthouse. You touch the 4th side, everything, poof.
I'll ask you this question, Charlie.
Yes.
Are you in control?
Being confused and utterly bewildered by Sammy giving a very insightful and intellectual perspective on something. Charlie will say,
Oh, he's deciding with dice. Are you in control? Yay or nay?
because the thing is Charlie could be pleasantly surprised, or it could wake him up to be like, oh, this is not a thing. So
Roll the die.
3.
What does that mean? Are you
Yeah.
are you present or not? You were the one deciding.
Are you
Make a
in
decision.
control? You're in control.
It's because it happens so rarely. Charlie would be in control.
And we zoom out from your eye, looking up at the pyramid.
Charlie looks at it. What is in my periphery? What is the surroundings like? Is it still the square and the gazebo and
the
all
square,
that?
the gazebo, or the promenade, the gazebo, the pyramid, and 3 friends who have been staring at you for longer than you know.
I just kind of look into it and be like, and I just kind of look at them and go, and then I look at them and I go, the rules need to be applied.
What rules?
There's been a lot of bending and breaking and twisting and stretching, and things need to go into balance.
Yeah.
And Charlie goes up to the one side of the pyramid that they had not touched. And before he touches it, he takes out the vial of pearls, places it on the ground,
Okay.
and then puts his hand on the pyramid wall.
And you see as Charlie turns into ash.
No.
That's terrible. Come on. I get it.
Yeah.
He screams no. As Charlie
But we didn't know that him putting down the the pearls. We know that. The rest of us.
No, I
didn't.
get it.
Yeah. Charlie. Okay.
What happens to the pyramid after he touches it
Yeah.
with that fourth one?
Charlie, what happens to the pyramid after you touch the fourth one? I mean, I'm going to give you control over, let's just say, you can have space. I'm also going to give you time.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'll give you principle, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll give you, just for shits and giggles, entanglement.
Okay. So, in that moment, the ash happens, but you see the shadowy kind of forms that Charlie has been able to summon and sometimes form into mini mouths and attacks us and stuff. It goes into the pyramid. And when that happens, you see the promenade kind of regress back to before it was constructed. You see the pyramid, as that is happening, begin to ascend back up.
Past the clouds.
And as it gets to a point right before it gets to past the clouds, right when it's like half of it is above, half of it is below, and you just see the point. The tip alights, and you see the strings attaching everybody to this pyramid, to this whole scenario, to each other, disappear. And the pyramid folds in on itself and vanishes. All that is left on the ground is Charlie's watch.
Harry will go over to the watch, pick it up. He'll look at Sammy and Catherine. And
Well,
she'll
no,
be
you
like,
go to the watch
Yeah, okay.
and you pick it up
Yep.
and you look up in an alley. You take out your note. You flip over and you write down missing person Charlie Stearns found his pocket watch. You put it back in your pocket.
Okay.
Where are you from, Charlie?
I believe I had him from...
Wherever it is.
I want to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it was like, I want to say it was Pennsylvania somewhere. Yeah.
Wherever it is.
Yeah.
Harry, that's where you are.
Okay.
Looking for Charlie Stearns.
Okay.
Sammy? You're in New York. Packing your bags. Listening to a crazy woman. She's awesome. She's hot. But she's crazy. And she's telling you that she's bringing too many dresses for one party. Coming up pretty soon. Catherine, you're in a car. The driver asks you what brings you to Harborview, Delaware. What do you say?
My grandma.
Oh, yeah. I know Ruth, right?
Yeah.
The young man sort of nods and continues to drive and won't bother you anymore unless you continue to talk to him, but you're excited to be home. You haven't seen Grandpa Elwood in a while. And looking forward to university. Poor Charlie Stearns died in an accident in Egypt a long time ago and rose a god in his place. I think that's it.
I think so.
I think that's the end of Whispers of Old Harbor.
Wow.
I love the brain
That-
melt. Love the brain melt. I was with you all the way up until that last bit when he added the fourth element, and then it's like, nope, I'm gone. I'm down now.
That's it.
That's
That's
wow.
it.
Wow.
Whew.
I mean, it was there.
No, no. It like I'm just saying wow for like the whole
Yeah.
story.
It's been a wild time, for sure.
All right, well, I think that's where we're going to end it early. And we'll do one more sort of recap. We'll talk about it. They'll yell at me, tell me I'm terrible at writing endings, and I'll point to some of the most famous people in the world that write terrible endings.
Stephen King.
I got more than him, locked and loaded. But thank you so much for watching. We're on YouTube Music. I'm planning another campaign here coming up, if it's not out already. And thank you so much. Buy our merch, roll21.com. Maybe we'll do a commemorative shirt in memory of the late Charlie Stearns.
Nice.
I'm going to catch you next time on Roll to One, but no more for Whispers of Old Harbor.